Hey guys, what's up? This is Mr. Surplus Nut, and I'm just bringing a short video on this outrageous company that I found that is strictly into precision machining, and it's a great machine shop here in Miami, Florida. It's called Precision Machine Technologies, and this is just a video that I want to make so you guys can see the type of work that they do, and with the precision that they make all the parts and all the different tools and everything that they do, and everything is down to microns and strict tolerances. And this is just the lobby here in their repair shop, and this is just some of the small parts that they make. They make very small parts, which it has to be extremely with great precision, because they do it for equipment that has to do with eye surgery and all different type of stuff. And soon we're gonna have a quick walkthrough here with the manager, Bob, from Precision Machine Technologies, and we'll just go ahead and go into their shop now and see what they do.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Precision Machine Technologies. This is a fully computerized machine shop. We make all types of components for medical devices, and also we're an 07 gun manufacturer. We make components for guns. If you look at the case here, these are some of the objects. Most of these objects are medical device objects. Some are aircraft objects. We also do parts for the space shuttle and different components. In a moment we'll go into the shop and I'll show you some of our machining facilities.
So Bob, so these are some of the stuff you guys make, which is completely very precise.
Yeah, everything's mostly done on CNC
equipment. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do a walkthrough to the shop and see what Precision Machine Technology is all about.
All right, this is our shop. We have full CNC machining centers, Matsuras, and we're going to go over to the Matsura. I'm going to show you some of the equipment that we make. This here is a Hanzatome microkeratome for LASIK eye surgery. If anybody's familiar with LASIK eye surgery, these are components that we make to repair and service the units. This here is a fully equipped microkeratome for doing LASIK eye surgery. All these components are made here, and this unit is serviced here at Precision Machine Technologies. If you look here, these are our Matsura machining centers where we do setups to make all these parts.
Okay, so these are like state-of-the-art equipment that it is the only way to be able to produce these type of parts.
This is a
precision.
Exactly. This is a microkeratome for doing LASIK eye surgery. I'm going to disassemble it a little bit so you get an idea how it works. This is a vacuum ring that we suck to your eyeball. It sucked this to the eyeball. And then this is the motor gearbox. We also manufacture all these components. And this is a gear reduction box. It's a gearbox to reduce if you know anything about microkeratomes, the blade oscillates at 7,000 RPM and the unit moves across the eye at 3 RPM. All that is being done within this gearbox. And this microkeratome, they vacuum this to the eye and they put this on your eye and they shave 180, 160, 200 micron flap. They take excimer laser, correct where it needs to be corrected, and you have 20/20 vision.
Great.
There's a little blade that gets in here to do the cut. It's a little razor blade. Very accurate. And that's one of the products we make here. Let's move forward. the lathe machining center. Here we're making, manufacturing some parts for the AR-15s. This the bolt.
Because you guys are an 07
We're an 07 licensed gun manufacturer.
Great.
Come over here, we can show you. We have equipment. We blow up parts 50 times. We get very accurate measurements. This is a microkeratome head that we just showed you, the microkeratome. It's blown up 50 times, and we take measurements to make sure this makes the correct flap thickness on the eye.
So this is like extremely precise,
Yes,
an extreme precise projector.
Yeah, this is calibrated within 0.4 of a thousand.
Wow.
For the surgery. And
Incredible.
We have a quality control system. This is this is a quality control on this microkeratome device. Every single unit is assembled, every part's tested, and functional tests that it functions correctly on the eye.
So basically everything goes through your quality control personnel to make sure that everything's done to the precise specs that you guys want.
We're also ISO 9000 approved. All this documents all have to be signed. Everything we do here has paperwork, has to be signed, improved by inspection, and by any machinist that does any work has to be filling out paperwork. Nothing's done without being recorded.
Okay.
Come, we'll take a look at our lathe manufacturing. Here we have a lathe, CNC lathe. It's in operation. We're making some parts. It's a very small part, but you can see the machine's running right now, making the equipment. As you can see in my hand, the part is very small. This is a precision part with a precision hole and IDOD dimensions.
Incredible. And that little part is done inside this machine?
Yes. Yeah.
In the basket?
And it falls in the basket. Cuts it off, feeds the material, everything is done one after the other. Here we're doing a special operation where we have to open this hole and maintain specs, and we have to ream this hole. And this is done by hand so that you get the best finish possible, or you can keep it slow RPM, clean, everything comes out right.
And is that done on stainless steel?
Yeah, this is a special material for the gun. This is special material for the bolt that the manufacturer supplies to us.
Okay.
And over here, we have another small CNC. This is just a tool room lathe for doing tool room operations. Most of our equipment is hardened. One of the best known machines in the industry.
You want to make crank it up the machine to show how that works?
If you want to. Yeah. This is another secondary Omni-Turn Junior CNC machine for doing secondary operations.
Wow. So it looks like you guys have all the setup.
Yeah, we're gonna crank up this machine so you can see it in operation.
Okay, here we got Mario. He's one of the Precision Machine Technologies employee that he's gonna give us a quick demonstration on this part that they do here. And this is just to show with the precision that the state-of-the-art facility does their parts.
Okay. My name is Mario, so I work for PNT. Basically, what we do in this machine is a CNC. Oh, sorry. CNC Nomura. This is a screw machine. So what a screw machine means? A screw machine is a lathe and milling incorporate at the same time. So what we do in this particular part is we do the whole body and rough it out the inside hole. Like Bob explained over there on the other machine, what we do inside is do the finishing. So the rest we do in this machine. I wanted to show you very quickly how the machine works. So the whole process. So what I do right now is turn it on the machine. I and I want to make it run so you can see better how the machine do the whole part.
So we're looking at thousands of dollars of equipment here.
Oh yeah,
millions.
for sure, for sure. And that is very, very accurate machines.
Very accurate.
So you can here control.
So this machine does that part of the bolt.
Yes.
Wow.
This machine hold the whole body.
The whole body.
The whole body. Only that machine not do it because they have a specific dimension inside finish that we can do here for some reason. So that's the reason we take it to the hand lathe.
Okay.
And many companies try to do, and they can do it like we do it.
They cannot do it to the precision that you guys do it.
Yes.
Okay, so
Let me reset the machine. So there we go. Now it's ready. So what we do here, so we have a back feeder here in the back. So you put the material and then catch by itself, so you don't have to do nothing. So everything is automatic. When you start it, of course, you have to do by hand. But when you have the cycle continue in automatic, only what you have to do is feed the bar and the machine is feeded by itself.
incredible.
And you can make it here 1,000 parts. So fast that nobody can do it. That is very, very expensive machine. That is the back feeder. So let me show
You have a piece in the tail.
Yeah, no man. That is the second operation. Yeah, he knows. I show him. So now,
This machine is capable of he's mentioned it, we'll mention it again, milling and turning at the same time.
yeah, screw machine.
Screw machine.
So now we started cutting the board. I want to make sure it's off again. So now the machine started cutting off the board that I have in the back, and I started with the whole process.
I can see already, it's already cutting.
You see the chip is cutting the material, so they're going up now and facing and do all the rest.
Incredible.
This is the back side, so they do all the detail in the back here and the back side. So at the same time you work in the front, they work in the back. So you're not wasting time.
Wow. So this right here, again, state-of-the-art machine shop here in Miami, Florida. Precision Machine Technologies. And they have all the equipment to produce precise parts where nobody else could probably do, or very little shops are set up to do this type of work. And how long does it take to do this part in this machine?
So in this machine it's take around 15-20 minutes to make the whole part.
Okay, and that's what you're doing now. You're making one of those bolts.
Yes, the whole body of the bolt we do it here, an inside rough hole.
Okay, and those are it right there.
Yes.
Those are the finished product.
That is a finished product, except the inside.
The inside that's done on the other
Done on the other hand lathe.
hand lathe that we saw previously.
Yes.
To this. All right, so
So you see the finish and everything is a spec. So
yeah.
So what we do basically when we start a new job is we make the setup for the whole part, and we will have the part complete. We send it to QC to do the face setting. So QC inspect the part, they sign it, and give it to you green line to continue.
There you go.
So if you don't have that proof, you can do nothing.
You can continue forward.
Right.
Okay, great. So that's that's it for now. We'll go ahead and move on to something else here at the
Doing
shop.
finishing on metals, we use a micro glass bead finish. We have just a blaster and some deburring tools. These are machines we use for deburring and giving a blast finish.
And that's also done in any metal part
Yeah,
that you might want to have it
you
done.
might want to have a nice glass bead finish. Which
And that could
a
be
lot
done
of
on a
parts.
barrel. I know
Yes.
Savage does that to their guns a lot.
A lot of guns, they're glass bead finish, and then they do them for, you know, putting on the next finish that they may put.
All right,
Like
so
Cerakote or something like that.
all right, let's move on to another part of
Okay,
the
we're
shop.
going to go on to another building, which is part of our shop too. We're now in the other building where we're right here at this sponsor. We're doing some finishing on the bolt for the AR-15.
So Bob, this is the finished product on an
Yeah.
AR-15 bolt.
Yeah, this is the finished product on the AR-15 bolt. If you look in the machine, you can see it running.
Yeah, that's the
Making the
machine
part.
right there making the part, finishing it off.
That's a Matsura with a 5-axis, well that's 4-axis rotary head, finishing the part.
You can see there where it did the front.
It's right now it's drilling a hole and then the end mill will come in and mill out the slots and complete finish the part. Alright, if we move down here we have another, you know, we're doing all kinds of parts, but here's a fixture, and if you just take a look, he's milling out some plates. This is just here, this is the product where we're just milling out a plate for a customer. It has special holes and a plate. This is a fixture where we're doing it. A simple part.
Here they got all the equipment to do all these type of stuff. State of the art.
Go down here, more Matsuras. This is an aircraft part. This is an aircraft part that we're manufacturing. This is the finished product.
So basically, Bob, you guys.
Close to finish. It's not complete, but this is.
Wow,
this is
look
an
at the
aircraft part.
detail on
Yeah.
that. Look at that.
All precision.
All precision.
Okay,
And-
well, what we have here are wire EDMs. If we turn over here, we got 4 wire EDMs for machining all types of material. You can wire EDM, carbide, you know, your harder metals. We use these also to make our microkeratome heads, the fancy shape in the head that you saw in the comparator. These wire EDMs are wire cut with electrolysis taking out the metal. Got one running here. Basically, you can't see it, it's under coolant, but it's with electricity and a fine wire, it's removing the metal particles.
Wow, look at this equipment right here. Yeah, the camera can see catch the wire.
And it goes down, passes through
That's
the
what cuts the
material.
metal.
Yeah,
That wire.
that wire and electricity under a coolant, you don't see the arc. Let me see. Yeah, you can't hardly see it because the coolant there, but there's an arc of electricity in there that's taking each molecule off at a time. And you're looking at the
controlling
program,
everything. Yeah, he's controlling
the
everything
path
there.
of the wire.
The path of the wire through the metal part.
Correct.
So that's what precision machine technology is all about. Doing precise parts down to the micron and millimicrons. I mean, where a regular machine shop wouldn't be able to do this type of work.
Alright, in here we have another section of our machine shop, a little bit more, some manual machines, some CNC. You see your standard bridge ports, some standard lathes. Here's another tool room lathe, hard-ins. We have CNC bridge ports. We have some grinders down there. These are more, you're familiar with milling machines. This is, your standard Bridgeport mill, but they are all CNC capability. You do hand operations with the quill and CNC operations.
So this will be a machine that will be used to, let's say,
2-axis positioning and maybe
drill and tap for, like, let's say, a scope base that you want to get the holes very precise,
Right.
and they cannot be misaligned or anything. Great.
you can do. So we have a row of them. Let's go down here. Over here we have a grinder. We can grind objects on center for very fine work. If we need some center grinding, hardened. Here we have a hone for making precise hole diameters that need to be hone finish.
Right. And these tables here, those are like to check really.
Yeah, the everything's mostly inspected under
microscopes.
These
yeah.
are workstations for employees. Here we have another spinner, CNC lathe. It just has its turret in a different position. It's called a slant bed, and this is also for making precision machine parts.
Wow.
And then it also has a bar feed here. This is another hard hinge turret gang tool lathe. It's more manual, but it has a gang tool turret where you can index it.
Okay, and as Bob explained, they are an 07 licensed by the ATF, and they can probably produce any gun parts for any manufacturer out there that is willing to do a contract with them.
All right, let's go in and we'll show you our quality control.
Okay.
In here we have a laser engraver. If someone wants to laser engrave on metal, we have the equipment to put their signature, laser engrave their name on any.
Now this laser engraver, how deep will it go in the metal?
Well, it can go. We can go over it like 4 or 5 times, and it goes deeper and deeper. Burns into the metal as more times you run over it, or you can set the penetration deeper. It can be adjusted.
Okay.
For different depths. In here, we have a quality control system. We have what they call as a smart scope, and what's in the smart scope right now is a bolt, one of the bolts that we're making.
There we go.
She's using a computer.
An AR bolt.
Yes, it's an AR bolt, and we're using a computer system to measure all the dimensions on it, so that there's no error. The computer can check all the dimensions with the program, and that's called a smart vision scope.
There you go. And this is again the projector that you had on the other shop.
Yeah, this is another comparator. All right, this is our engineering department where we take software like SolidWorks and we can turn it into machining. And what we have here is like there's a bolt, and with the SolidWorks programs we can take this print and go from print to machine and program our Matsuras.
Okay, so those bolts that we saw down there for AR-15s, obviously they first get programmed through this type of equipment here, a computer that for sure makes sure that everything's down to the right specs.
Correct. And there you see we can rotate it, we can turn it, we see where all the holes and everything, and we can dimensionally check our programs to make sure the part is going to come out correct.
And that's what this is where it happens here.
This is where it happens, where the beginning, like if a customer has a print, with his print, or even if he has a prototype, we come here and he can make a print. If you don't have a print, we can make you a print with dimensions, and we can take your print to the machine and make your parts. And that's one of our talents.
Wow. Okay, so that's Precision Machine Technologies. One of their rooms where everything before it gets processed has to go through.
Okay, right here we have a bolt carrier that we manufacture, and we're going to show you just in a software how we would make this part from a piece of blank material.
And that's exactly what the machine will be doing down there.
Correct. When you install this blank material, this is what the machine would be doing. One of those Matsuras, having this piece of material in there. See, it rotates it, machines it, and does all the calculations needing to complete the part. And there's quite an extensive software to create, all these cuts and cutters. And
right. So all those specs
be,
and measurements are being done here, and then that's what gets processed into the machine.
Correct. What tools and things to use to do all this, each job.
That's just one operation.
All right. That's it.
That's the actual bolt.
Yeah, that's typical operation on the bolt.
And you can see how it's got all the specs on this thing.
The carrier.
The bolt
The
carrier.
bolt carrier.
That's the carrier.
So any special part that you want done, like you said earlier, like prototype or whatever, it gets put in through this
System.
system.
Yeah.
It gets designed basically, and then it gets.
Yes, you may have a drawings, like we said, but if you don't have drawings, yes, we can design. Or if you have ideas, you come to us with your idea. We can get it to print, get prints made, and then go to manufacturing your components and parts for whatever you might be interested in manufacturing.